This is the Ancestral Puebloan ruin at Chimney Rock. You're looking across an old pit house at one of the first stops on the way up to the chimney.
You can see where this ridge gets its name. The far pillar is the chimney. The nearer pillar is the companion. These two pillars are made of late Cretaceous sandstone from about 70 million years ago. Ancestral Puebloans lived up on this ridge for 200 years, from 925 to about 1125. This doesn't seem like such a great place to live. It's high and dry. The site isn't practical. It might be because of an astronomical phenomenon. Every 18.5 years, the moon rises between these two pillars. Maybe this was a large ceremonial site. Let's go back to Ridge House. We'll start here at Ridge House and hike our way up to Great Pueblo. Along the way, there are some unexcavated depressions. There's a steep stretch of trail between Ridge House and Great House. It's steep, but it's not a scramble.
The signs say that the tribes could signal each other from the tops of these hills. So they could light a fire up here, and that would communicate with somebody on another hilltop farther away.
This site was a satellite of Chaco Canyon in New Mexico, about 90 miles, 145 km, to the south. We're at the top, and here's a wall of the Great House. Look how well done this is. They didn't have cement. They used mud for mortar. You can see on this wall how sparingly they used mud mortar. This mortar chinking with thin stones is a signature of Chaco Canyon. This structure was built with care. The stones are fitted with very little space between them. Care went into the construction, but also the location. This is an ideal spot. It's not a practical spot, so what were their criteria for picking it? They would have had another name for this, but we call it the Northern Major Lunar Standstill. That's when the moon rises between these two pillars every 18.6 years. You might notice some modern cement mortar between the stones. That mortar's from modern stabilization projects. This is a huge Great Kiva. It's almost 44 feet in diameter. That's 13.4 meters. The rooms of the adjoining Great House are also very well built. Right in this spot, next to the Great House, there used to be a fire observation tower. It's gone now. We started with the higher part of the complex, Ridge House and Great House, as well as the pillars. Now let's go down and look at the lower sites.
This is the lower village, but it also was not inhabited. They have a lot of guesses as to what this was doing. Was it a ceremonial center, or did the aristocrats live up here and everybody else live down below? Did they come here seasonally? It's unknown, but it wasn't a permanent dwelling for very many people.
This is a pit house. The trough in that metate is really deep. Looks like that's been used for a while. If those metates are from this site, it means even if they weren't living here, at least they were grinding corn. And this is a great kiva. There's something interesting about this kiva. It's above ground mostly. Kivas are usually underground. This was built above ground for practical reasons. The bedrock here is really high. And that's Chimney Rock, a ceremonial center, a satellite of Chaco Canyon, a great geological feature paired with an astronomical phenomenon, and impressive archaeological structures. Very well built.